Welcome students. Today we are going to learn about science lesson 5th clothes. Dear students, in this lesson we are going to see about need for clothes, various uniforms, types of fibers, care of clothes and some quiz. Children, do you know why do we need clothes? Because clothes are primary basic need, correct? As we have learned about food is our primary need. Same as cloth is also our basic need, and one more basic need is shelter. So we have three basic need, that is food, cloth and shelter. Now let us learn how clothes are helpful to us. Clothes protect us in the following ways. First of all, clothes protect us from the heat of the sun. During summer, we wear cotton clothes to keep ourselves cool. Do you know children, why we wear cotton clothes in summer? Not woolen or any other clothes. Why? Because it's a very important to learn about it. As cotton clothes have tiny pores in it, which help for the circulation of air to pass and it absorbs the sweat of our body. So it gets evaporated by the heat and keep us cool. For that reason, we wear cotton clothes in summer season. Next, we will see about the woolen clothes. So these woolen clothes protect us from the cold. So during winter season, we usually wear woolen clothes to keep ourselves warm. So let us see how woolen clothes helps us to keep our body warm. For example, woolen clothes are made of such fibers which does not allow air to pass through it. It means it traps the air and therefore keep our body warm. Dear students, now let's see about the rainy clothes. Clothes protect us from the rain. For example, when we go out in the rain, we generally use raincoats or an umbrella to prevent or protect us from getting wet. Yes or no, children? So, as this material of umbrella or raincoats are made of synthetic fibers and they help us to protect us from rain because these synthetic fibers does not have any pores in it. So, water of the rain does not affect our body. Children, clothes also protect us from the dust present in the air. You have seen your mother or your sister, they are usually cover their face with dupatta or a cloth because when they are using vehicle or going outside in the market, they cover themselves in order to protect themselves from heat or dust. So the people who travels in the desert also cover most of their body parts using clothes to protect themselves from dust. So you can see the picture of the person traveling in desert area. Clothes also protect us from insects bites. Children, when you are going outside for playing, okay? So in the evening time, when you are going for outside playing, then your mother advises you to wear long sleeves t-shirt and long pant. Why? In order to protect yourself from mosquitoes or mosquito bites, because if mosquito will bite you, you will suffer from malaria or many viral diseases. So clothes act as a covering for our body and protect us from insect bites. Dear children, let us learn about uniforms. What is actually uniform? A set of similar looking clothes worn by a group of people is called simply uniform. Correct? So, various people wear various uniforms. For examples, lawyers, doctors, nurses, policemen, and students usually wear uniform. So, by seeing the uniform only, you can make out a particular person is a doctor or a nurse or a policeman or a student. Correct, children? It means their uniforms help us identify or recognize them. Let us understand most important point of this lesson, that is types of fibers. Children, clothes are made from fibers. So, clothes are made from fibers, and these fibers are very thin hair like materials that are spun into the thread. So these threads are then woven together to make fabric or a cloth. So these fibers are of two types. First one is the natural and second one is the synthetic fibers. Natural fibers that are generally obtained from either plants or animals. They are called natural fibers. So cotton, jute, silk and wool are examples of natural fibers. See, the cotton balls. Cotton balls are extracted when they get matured from the seed, and then yarns are made from these cotton balls. And after that yarns, it is ready for preparing the fabrics from it. The next image, jute plant. Jute fiber is obtained from the stem of jute plants. See the third image, that is silkworm. So silk is obtained from the cocoon of silkworm and wool is obtained from the sheep. Fibers from plants. Children, we get fibers such as cotton and jute from plants. Clothes made from cotton fiber keep us cool by allowing heat to escape from our body. See in this picture, cotton balls from cotton plant is extracted, then its cotton threads are made and thread is then further spun and it transform into cotton clothes. After that, cotton t-shirts can be made. Fibers from animals. We get fibers such as wool and silk from animals. So we get silk from silkworm and wool from sheep. See, this is a silkworm insect. From it we get or we prepare silk yarn. From that we prepare silk thread, and after that we get silk sari. And likewise, see, from wool, or we can say from wool yarn, we prepared woolen sweater. Second type of fiber is synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are also called what? Artificial fibers. So fibers that are man-made are called synthetic fibers. That is also called artificial fibers. It means it is prepared by man, such as nylon, rayon and polyester are some examples of synthetic fibers. Children, synthetic fibers are usually strong and last for a very long time. They are used to make raincoats, parachutes and tents as shown in this picture. Now, how can we take care of our clothes? For this, let us learn step by step. First one, As shown in this picture, the clothes should be washed well. Do you know why? To remove dirt and dust. Correct. And the second one is, after washing the clothes should be dried in the sun, and then the clothes should be ironed properly, and after ironing it should be kept neatly in a cupboard. Correct or not, children? Then, in case of woolen and silk clothes, we should be dry clean it. That means by the petroleum product or washed carefully. Then should be stored properly with mothballs or dried neem leaves. Here, what is meant by mothballs? They are the naphthalene balls. So, clothes can be stored for long periods by keeping mothballs between them to keep insects away. So, these mothballs or naphthalene balls helps to protect us from various insects or germs which get infected on clothes. At last, here are some quiz. I think you understand the lesson. Correct or not, children? So let us start this quiz and solve this in your rough notebook. Okay, children, let us check answers and try to solve exercise below the lesson. Thank you.